Question number 141. Select the odd one with respect to pathogenic ringworms. And the options given are Microsporum, Trichophytum, Epidermophytum, and Ascaris. And the correct answer to this question is option number 4, Ascaris. Ascaris causes ascariasis. Ascaris is an intestinal parasite in human beings and causes ascariasis. Fungi belonging to genera Microsporum, Trichophytum, and Epidermophytum are responsible for ringworm infection. So these are the incorrect options, and the odd one among the given options is Ascaris. So the correct answer is option number 4. Let's proceed to the next question. Question number 142. Evolutionary biology is defined as, and the options are study of history of life forms on Earth. Second option is ontology recapitulates phylogeny. Third option is developmental history of embryo. And the last option is evolutionary history of an organism. And the correct answer to this question is evolutionary biology is defined as study of history of life forms on Earth. And this is the correct answer to our question. On the other hand, ontology recapitulates phylogeny is biogenetic law. The next option is developmental history of embryo, and this is an incorrect option because ontology involves the study of developmental history of an organism or embryo. So this is ontology. And the last option is evolutionary history of an organism is an incorrect option because this is known as phylogeny. So the correct answer to this question is option number 1. Let's proceed to the next question. Question number 143. Which theory of origin of life is based on fact that life was created by supernatural power? And the options are cosmozoic theory, theory of spontaneous generation, theory of spatial creation, and theory of catastrophism. And the correct answer to this question is option number 3, theory of spatial creation. Theory of spatial creation was based on conventional literature and has no scientific data to support it. And this theory of origin of life, it is entirely based on religious faith. Let's discuss rest of the options. The very first option given is cosmozoic theory, and this is an incorrect option because cosmozoic theory, which is also known as panspermia theory, this theory explains that life came on Earth from other planets in form of spores. The next option given is theory of spontaneous generation, and this is an incorrect option because theory of spontaneous generation aimed to prove that life arises from non-living matter. And the last option is theory of catastrophism, and this is an incorrect option. This theory states that after ages, the world undergoes a catastrophe, that is a sudden calamity, which kill almost all living organisms, and then God creates a new generation. So the correct answer to this question is option number 3. Let's proceed to the next question. Question number 144. Lamarck's concept of inheritance of acquired characters was disapproved by, and the options are Essay on Population by Malthus. Second option is germplasm theory of Weizmann. Third option is mutation theory by Hugo de Vries. And fourth option is Darwin's theory of natural selection. And we know that according to Lamarck, acquired characters affects only somatoplasm and are non-inheritable. Affect only somatoplasm and are non-heritable. And this theory was disapproved by option number 2, germplasm theory of Weizmann. And this is the correct answer to our question. According to theory of germplasm, changes in germplasm affect the characteristics of future generations as they are heritable. Let's discuss rest of the options. The very first option given is essay on population by Malthus, because this concept is considered as a principal point in Darwin's theory of natural selection. The next option given is mutation theory by Hugo de Vries, and this is an incorrect option. According to Hugo de Vries or mutation theory, a single large mutation is known as saltation, and this theory doesn't disapprove the concept of Lamarck. The next option is Darwin's theory of natural selection, and this is also an incorrect option because this theory doesn't disapprove Lamarck's concept. Germplasm theory of Weizmann disapproved Lamarck's concept of inheritance of acquired characters as well as rejected Darwin's theory of pangenesis also. So the correct answer to this question is option number 2. Let's discuss our next question. Question number 145. The principle of immunization is based mainly on which property of acquired immune system? And the options are specificity, diversity, discrimination, and memory. And the correct answer to this question is option number 4, memory. Memory is the principle of immunization or vaccination, which is known as immunological memory. Example, vaccination, because adaptive or acquired immune system can learn and remember specific pathogens, and it can provide protection against recurrent infections. This memory is responsible for secondary immune responses and an amnesty. Let's discuss rest of the options. Very first option given is specificity, then diversity, and third option is discrimination, and these are the incorrect options. Acquired immune system is specific, diversified, and is based on self and non-self discrimination. But the principle of immunization is based on immunological memory. So the correct answer to this question is option number 4. Let's proceed to the next question.